16. All right, we are rolling on 1. Now we're going to go roll on number 2, which is going to say... Okay, let's have a conversation. Welcome to the Premium Advantage first 15 minutes. Well, it's the second test, but it's also the first kind of official. We don't have time to do all these tests. So what we're going to do is have a special that should catch me up on to a little bit of what's happening in the international soccer environment. Okay? Today we have a special guest, Mr. Gabriel Zambrano. Gabriel, you can hear us? Are you there? Okay, perfect. So, thank you very much for joining us today. Today we're doing a test episode which is going to try to keep it around 15 minutes, 1-5. It may be a little longer depending on how this discussion goes. But, and it's for not just catch me up, but our audience as well. Gabriel is I would say, the most knowledgeable person that I know, alongside his brother, that can give us this information and have us a little bit closer when it comes to knowledge on what is happening, so that when the World Cup hits, we're all informed, we're all know who the teams are, we understand where we are, and I'm trying to see if we can do some predictions for us, what is knowledge, what is future, what we don't have, so that we're not so dependent on other sources of information, so that we can gather the information because we have the things that we have to do. And so that is the way we're obviously start your name is 0. Regarding other things, depending on where you're connected to, then we'll see what's the part of these answers. Gabriel. Hold on 1 second. The volume, I gotta work on this volume thing. The sound is a big thing. Hold on 1 second, please. Okay, go.
First of all, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah.
If you can see on my background, I have the countries with the chances of winning the World Cup.
Gotcha. Let me zoom that one in right there.
Okay, so you can see the top 5.
Got it.
France, Brazil, Spain, England,
Gotcha.
Belgium.
I moved up. Gotcha. Keep going.
We all know France is the reigning champion. Brazil, superpower.
Gotcha.
Always. I think Brazil is actually, I know, Brazil is the country with the most players that are abroad.
Oh, okay. That are abroad?
Yes, they are abroad. Like Brazil and Argentina, they have the most players working outside of their country.
Okay.
Most of their teams are composed of players that are in Europe, Asia, or in America as well. Few players are in the league.
Gotcha.
You may want to ask yourself why? Because those are elite players. You know, we're talking about Lionel Messi. We're talking about maybe for Brazil, you have Lucas Paquetá. You have Alisson. You have Coutinho. You have different players that they don't play in their league. They play in Europe because that's the top league.
This brings a question: is so the players are the teams that typically have more diversity, or where the players play typically have a better like a more complete with regards to like being able to bring players from other places and kind of concentrate that information into the team? Is that something that is happening? Is that am I understanding that properly?
Well, if you can see the past 10 years,
2 years.
either Brazil,
Okay.
10 years, Brazil, Germany, France, and Spain. Those are the top leagues. Why players go there? Because those are where those are the clubs that have the most money. They can invest the most. It's not about investing money, buying the player. That's not about how the team works. It's about the amenities, you know, the whole infrastructure, what they can offer the player. They sign players that are maybe 11, 12, 13-year-old, and they give them housing, they give them school, because you need to have them prepared. You need to have them prepared. They need to understand the tactics, the technique, the physique. They need to take care of their body. The lifespan the career of a soccer player, maybe for a player other than the goalkeeper, 35, 36. The goalkeeper, he may be able to play until 40, 42, maybe 44 like Peter Shilton did for England back in 1990. I think that was his last World Cup. What I'm trying to show you actually is we're going to talk about the first group.
Okay.
The first group, I'm super excited. You're going to ask me, why you keep telling me you're super excited? Because I'm from Ecuador. Ecuador is going to play the first.
How exciting.
It's going to play the inaugural game. You know what that means? That means that millions of people, all their focus is going to be on the first game. Remember, World Cup gets played every 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what happened in 4 years? You can finish your college degree. You can have a 3-year-old baby. There's a lot of stuff going around.
You have a 3-year-old baby. Right.
There's a lot of stuff going around, so I am excited,
Yeah.
I think we are looking at maybe 70 days left for the World Cup around. All the teams, all the brackets are done.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start talking about maybe Qatar.
Okay. Qatar.
Why do I start with Qatar? Because that's the host country.
Yeah, it's a lot of controversy with regards to Qatar being the host country these days, huh?
I'm sorry?
There is a lot of controversy with regards to Qatar being the host country these days.
Well, it's not about controversy. What happened is that over the past, since 1930, which we played the first World Cup, they always have played it around June and July.
Yeah.
But because we're trying to increase the soccer fan base on that side on the Middle East, they're gonna play it in Qatar. But because of the weather, they're gonna play it from November 20th until December 21st.
It's exciting.
So,
I like that time frame.
So they switch it completely. That's the biggest controversy.
Oh no, hold on. They changed the schedule several times back and forth.
Yeah, they changed it. But I have a very good friend, I have a source from the Ecuadorian Soccer Federation. Okay. And he tells me that Qatar, because they are Orthodox Muslims, they are going to respect what the culture from other countries are in.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot, first of all, there's no stealing, there's no crime in Qatar. Why? If you mess it up, they're gonna cut your hand off, your fingers, your arm. So we are going to a country where there's none or little crime.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's good.
They're gonna respect the culture. You're not gonna the women are not gonna be able to wear, if they want to, they can wear the Habib, I think they call it.
Okay. So do you foresee some controversy in that end with regards to the cultures, kind of having issues there? Or are they going to be lax? What do you think?
No, they're going to be relaxed, and what they're doing is that every soccer federation, they have to.
No, go ahead. Everybody's going to go party in Qatar. And Qatar is going to be like, oh, y'all better don't mess up our country.
They're going to have.
Better don't mess up our country.
They're going to have places assigned so you can drink, so you can party.
Oh, okay. You're going to mess up.
It's not like
right here.
It's not like you're going to be able to walk around with a beer in your hand. No, you have to be organized.
Yeah.
And at the same part, you have to respect the country you're in. You have to respect the culture, and they know that. One of the things I love about soccer is that when there's a big event such as the Champions League, the Copa Libertadores, they are extremely organized. For instance, the Libertadores final is going to be played in Guayaquil, in the Estadio Monumental of Barcelona.
Okay.
And it's going to be awesome. They have VIP, super VIPs. That means that you can pay your entrance, and you're going to be joining the likes of Luis Figo, Gianni Infantino, which is the president of the FIFA.
Gotcha.
It's amazing. It's amazing how well organized they are, and people unite for soccer, for sports.
Yeah.
But we're talking about soccer, so we're going to say people unite for soccer.
Okay.
what we want to know about Qatar, what do you want to know about Qatar? First of all, they are currently ranked 49 in the world.
I see that. I'm looking at this
They're,
spread here.
right now they're 49. What's their value? It means, when I'm talking about the value, it means that what's each player worth. If you want to buy a player from Qatar, how much a player is worth. So
Gotcha.
the total of the 27 people that are playing for Qatar,
Yeah.
it's around 20 million euros.
Okay.
Just to let you know, 20 million euros, when we're talking about a World Cup, it's literally very small amount of money.
In comparison with regards to
20
the other
million,
teams.
20 million, we can say it's worth, maybe River Plate from Argentina. Let me put it this way. Flamengo from Brazil, which is a finalist for the Libertadores final,
Yep.
their team is worth close to 200 million euros.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So 20 million is really small. What's the average age? 27.3. It's a good age. Why? Because it's when the player reaches the maturity level.
How old
which
is
means
it?
that
How
all
long has the
all
Qatar
the
team been active?
players, huh?
How long has the Qatar team been active? Yeah.
No, they've been active maybe for 20, 25 years, but they haven't competed. They haven't competed internationally because who Qatar is. You never knew Qatar up to maybe about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
When they announced that we're going to play the World Cup in Qatar. Actually, they announced it at the final of the World Cup in Russia. But
Gotcha.
Qatar was always in consideration. You know what it's funny. Well, it's not funny. It's a curious fact. All the stadiums, it's a curious fact. All
I got
the
you.
stadiums, they're going to have inside air conditioning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, your legs are not going to sweat. Not to mention any other parts of your body. But you're not going to sweat. You're not going to sweat. It's
I mean,
amazing.
they're talking about luxury stuff, but then I've also heard that some of the stadiums are not completed. What do you think about that? Do you think they're going to be, come up to the challenge? No issues there. What do you think?
Well, actually, they're all completed as of now.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I haven't misheard.
Yeah,
But you see,
well-
that's misinformation. Okay, so Gabriel Zambrano says stadiums are good. They're going to have no problems with the stadium when you go to Qatar. Is that right?
Not at all. Actually, right now,
Wow.
every country is going to have like a small consulate around Qatar.
Okay.
So if you lose your passport, they're going to issue you one at the spot.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
You know?
Okay. I'm excited
so
for this.
if you go and you let the country and then you tell your wife, hey, I can't come back because I don't have a passport, you're lying. Because you got to be able to get a pass.
Get on, party for a little bit, get out.
Oh my
man,
God.
Qatar is doing it right. Come in, don't mess up our house.
That's
Give
right.
you a little area here. Now get out.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to stay much longer. So tell my uncle Roberto that, he's not going to he's not going to tell my aunt Nelly, oops, I lost my passport. I'm going to stay here for another week. No, you can leave right at the spot.
Okay. Tell me about the percentages. How did you come about with these percentages? Where did this come from? Did you come up with the evaluation yourself, or how did that come about?
Well, the percentages that you get of the chances of winning, how they come up is based on performance, teams, the country that they play in, trophies that they win, and let me tell you something. France is not a very strong league.
Okay, right.
In France, I can name you maybe 3 or 4 teams that are actually on the Champions League or the UEFA Cup League. Maybe PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. You have Monaco, Olympique de Marseille, and maybe Lille. Only 4 teams. That's all you get. But the base players, the core players, they're actually very good. I mean, not to mention that a lot of the players, they come from small islands. So they're like a hybrid team, just like Netherlands.
Gotcha.
Well, France is very strong. You can never count out, Brazil. I don't think the percentage for Spain is right.
Okay.
I think it might be maybe Argentina, because they have Lionel Messi, which is the best player in the world. Maybe they're a little higher. Portugal, they're a little higher. But I didn't make this. FIFA made it. So
Ah,
I can't compete with that.
Now,
And
today
actually,
we're September. We're September 10th. We're trying to be predictory. Now, these predictions may change as things develop. Okay, so
they're not gonna change because you're not. I mean, the odds are for the country, not for the player. So usually, when you have a squad of 25 or 30 players, they are replaceable.
Gotcha. So no, my curiosity was to ask you if there were some predictions with regards to who do you think is going to go to which particular rounds. Okay, that way we can log it in now and go, hey man, we got this logged in. Per Gabriel's assessment over his information, these are his predictions at this point, right? If you change him. So are there any that you have in mind with regards to? Yeah, I think this team is going to go to this round. This team is going to go to this round. You know what I'm saying? Or in particular goals, even things of that nature. That'll be kind of fun to have to, now that we're here, we got about maybe 2 more minutes. That'll be fun.
I don't think, I think that the World Cup is going to be fought between France, Argentina. I'm gonna jump in and say Portugal,
okay,
and then Brazil.
Boom.
France, Brazil, Portugal, and Argentina. Those are the 4 teams that are going to make it to the Final Four.
To the Final Four. Okay.
Never plan out.
This is today. That may change though. I mean, we'll see what you say right before it starts. So the goal is to be more continuous with these. We have an environment now that we can kind of continuously come back and have the sound, have the equipment, the technology available so that we can make this more efficient. We've been testing for a long time, and you and I have been trying to coordinate schedule. We have one test. This is going to be the one that we're probably going to air. Doesn't matter how it sounds. It doesn't matter. We got 2 versions of it, so one of them should come out okay.
I'm hoping for the second one. The first one, I was a little bit nervous, because you're like a superstar of this show. I'm coming in.
We got a couple. Well, there's more coming. We're looking to add folks like you that, in my perception, have a certain it impressed me with regards to how much information you have, how were you able to analyze these situations, and we're going to mix it with other folks that I know, and then really try to hone in and try to be predictory. I'm thinking that's what's up.
Well, the main thing that what we're trying to do here, is just share the information, but as well, we want the viewers, just to ask us questions. And see, and maybe if they want, which country, which they like with just to dig in. Like, for instance, a country that you never think it's a very strong country, Senegal. Mm-hmm. Senegal is in the group with Ecuador. A lot of the players are in Europe, and they're top-notch clubs. Like their keeper plays for Chelsea. Last year they won the Champions League. I mean, the year before. This year was Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Then you have Alpha Dinkyu. He's a central defense. He plays for Barcelona. Then we have Kalidou Koulibaly. He plays for Chelsea as well. We have who else? We have Senigué, Leicester. Pape Gueye. He plays for the Olympique of Marseille. He plays in France. And we have the superstar, which is Sadio Mane. He plays for Bayern Munich. And, this is a player that is worth maybe $70 million.
Wow, okay.
Senegal is a squad that is worth close to the 300 million euros. Okay. Qatar is worth less than 10% of what Senegal is worth.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And it's gonna be awesome. I mean, the World Cup, the odds are great.
One more question.
Are great if you want to bet.
One more question. Oh yeah. So we're looking to some odds and things of that nature. We'll definitely discuss on that. At the next episode, perhaps it would be something that we could discuss. How often you think you may be available to shoot episodes like this? Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly now, maybe sooner or later? Later as we get closer to the World Cup. What do you think? That way we can block it into the schedule, announce that that's what we're going to be doing, and then kind of pick up that rhythm. What do you think?
No, we can do it weekly. Definitely, because if you think about it, we have 8 groups, and I'm trying to gather all the information so we can talk about the 8 groups before we start the World Cup.
Gotcha.
In case we don't, in case we run out of time,
Okay.
what I can do is I can start talking about like the top 10 teams
Gotcha.
that I think they're gonna make it, or maybe just from each group, 2 teams they advance to the next round.
Gotcha.
So maybe I can start talking about the 2 teams that I think.
Gotcha. Hey, I
The
have a
good
question.
thing, the bad thing about this is that it's the World Cup. The odds, sometimes they don't work for us.
Gotcha.
So maybe you think, right now, if you tell me from our group who's gonna advance, I'm gonna say always Ecuador because it's my country.
Yeah,
Ecuador,
okay, I gotcha.
and maybe the second spot will be Senegal and Netherlands. But we don't know. We haven't seen Qatar play.
Yeah.
We don't know how they work as a team. So, but I'm very confident that Ecuador will make it, and I'm gonna shoot for Senegal from Group A, Ecuador and Senegal. Those are the 2 countries that I think they're gonna advance.
Okay. Cool. Well, again, thank you very much. So maybe try again to get this shot maybe next Saturday or Friday or Saturday in the afternoon or in the morning like we did today or in the middle afternoon. Does that sound right?
Let's make it around noon so I can pop a beer.
Oh,
Because
okay.
in the morning,
Okay. Hey, next time if you can show up, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, again, thank you very much. We'll try to get this edited and out hopefully later today. So thanks again, and if you have folks that have questions or people that want to follow up on the episode, send them through.
All right. Cool. Awesome. I will.
Okay. Oh, well, you have a good afternoon and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. All right.
Okay. You too. Take care.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Recording stop.
Recording stop. See you guys next time.